I want to make three promises to you today. I got into this race because when I looked at what was going on in the country about a year ago, I could see that we were going to win back the House. I didn't know by how much, but when I looked at the Senate races, I could see that with I thought, pretty clear perspective, we would be one down, or even, or one up. And everything fell into place, and we're one up. But that is not a working majority, and I knew it wouldn't be a working majority. And I knew that if we were going to do what I had dreamed of most of my life, I remember the 60s, we had a progressive moment in American politics. And in that period of time, I may come back to that at the end, but in that period of time, great advances were made legislatively and in a lot of other ways. I want to go through that once again, and we'll never get there if we don't have 56 or 57 Democrats in the United States Senate, and we will never do that with 2 Republicans from Maine. So I decided, well, I'm getting into this race, and I'm going to win this seat. So here are the 3 promises. First, we are going to run the most sophisticated, experienced, solid campaign in Maine history. When I say that, we have already the best voter file we've ever had in the state of Maine. You may know of Joe Cowie, who used to do field for Tom Andrews. He is helping develop the field plan here in the state of Maine. Peter Chandler from Mike Michaud's staff is going to run the coordinated campaign. This is going to be, and I should say this too, electronic communication is critical, absolutely critical. If you're not on tomellen.org, if we don't have your email address, then before you go to bed tonight, we want your email address. And tomorrow, we want your friends and your relatives and your neighbors and anybody else you can think of, because that's one way that we're going to communicate throughout this campaign. We want people to do house parties the early part of November. We're going to do 50 to 100 house parties across this state, and so wherever you're from, we need a house party. For all you have to do, I will call in, we'll have a conversation, but we need you to gather a few people and raise $1,000 per house party. It's almost nothing, easy to do. We need you to do that. So this campaign, we've started early, we're raising money, we're absolutely competitive, we're going to hit our goal. It will be a sophisticated, hard-driving, successful campaign. 2, this is going to be a substantive campaign. Susan and I have served in Congress for the same 11 years now. We've been subject to the same pressures, we voted on the same issues, and I'm going to come to the contrast for those of you who might think she's a moderate. I'm going to come back to that. But we are going to stay focused on those issues. What have we fought for? What have we voted for? And what have we done? That's what this campaign is about. Now, you're going to find that in their camp, they're going to want to talk about labels. Good labels for Susan, bad labels for me. They're going to want to talk about ads, particularly ads run by outside groups. They're going to want to talk about campaign tactics. They're going to do everything they can not to talk about the issues that divide us. Because if you're a moderate, but you're voting like a conservative, you don't want the people back home to know how you voted. We're going to tell them. We're going to tell all the people in Maine. 3rd, the pundits have all said, you know, this is one of the top 4 races, 4 or 5 races in the country. Susan's one of the 4 most vulnerable incumbents in the country, according to the Republican Senate Campaign Committee. You don't have to take my word for it. Susan's this is a winnable race, they say. The pundits say this is a winnable race. This is not a winnable race. This is a race we're going to win.